Hey everyone, this is Aishwarya and welcome to Beauty with Coach. So guys, in last few videos we discussed about binary search tree. But have you ever thought why do we need binary search tree? See, we had binary tree, isn't it? But then why binary search tree? To make search easier. Okay, so its name is binary search tree. It means binary search tree came into picture to make search easier. You know why? Okay, so let's discuss what's the difference between a normal binary tree and binary search tree first. See, in a binary tree, that is in a normal binary tree, so any node will have maximum 2 children. So it can have either 0 child, it can have 1 child, or maximum 2 children, nothing more than that, isn't it? So this is the case of normal binary tree, which is quite similar in binary search tree. The only difference is that left children or the whatever node present in its left subtree is going to be smaller than the root, and whatever node which are like greater than the root are going to be in right side, okay, or in right subtree. So this is the difference. Okay, so how does it help in searching? See, let's say I told you I'm giving you a tree where node is 50, so value of node is 50. Now you need to search whether 40 is present in that particular tree or not. So like you don't need to search in the right part, because you know whatever be the element in right subtree will always be greater than 50, isn't it? And since 40 is smaller than 50, you will only search in left part. So you understood, it made your searching process quite easier, isn't it? So you don't need to traverse through all the nodes. So yes, this is why we needed binary search tree. But now in this video we are not going to discuss about binary search tree, because we already discussed so many things, isn't it? In this video we are going to discuss about AVL tree. So now what is AVL tree? So AVL tree is nothing but balanced binary search tree. So like binary search tree was modified version of binary tree. Now AVL tree is modified version or advanced version of binary search tree. So what is the difference? Okay, before that let's discuss why do we need AVL tree, because binary search tree was enough to make our search easier, isn't it? So yes, in most of the cases, yes. In most of the cases, to find a particular node we don't need to traverse through whole tree. But in not all the case, because there may be some cases where we have a case, we call it a skewed binary search tree. So don't worry, let me explain first what skewed binary search tree is. So let's see what skewed binary search tree first, and after that we will move to AVL tree. So let's get started with skewed binary search tree, because we need to know it first. So here you can see we have 4 elements, 10, 20, 30 and 40, and now we are asked to draw a binary search tree using these 4 elements. So let's draw. So since 10 is the first element, 10 is supposed to be the root. So yes, 10 is the root, and after that second element is 20. So since 20 is greater than 10, 20 is going to be the right child, isn't it? So now 20 is here. What about 30? 30 is greater than 20, so 30 is going to be the right child of 20. And the last element, that is 40, it is even greater than 30. So now it's 40, isn't it? So yes, this is binary search tree, fine. So no one is going to say it's not binary search tree. It is binary search tree. But the problem is it is not balanced. Why not balanced? Let's say I said we have a tree whose root is 10. So yes, this is the tree, and now I ask you to search whether 45 is present in this tree or not. So what will you do? You have to search here if it's 45 or not, then here, and then you will say no, 45 is not present in this tree, isn't it? So what you have done, you traversed through all the element of this tree, isn't it? So yes, you have to traverse through all the element, and hence the time complexity is nothing but order of n. So this was the problem. So time complexity is order of n. So was not skewed binary search tree a binary search tree? It was. I mean, no one is going to say, hey, it's not BST. It is BST. Why? Because it's fulfilling all its criteria. But the problem is, even after being BST, you need to traverse through the whole tree in order to find one particular node, isn't it? So yes, it's of no use, we can say. So in case if your BST is a skewed BST, then it's of no use. So for that only, for solving this problem, we came up with a new kind of tree, and that is AVL tree. So so is AVL tree different from BST, like binary search tree? Not at all. See, AVL tree is nothing but balanced binary search tree, or balanced BST in short. Okay, so AVL tree is balanced BST. So it is BST. It means even if we are like creating a AVL tree, we need to consider a few things, like whatever be the smaller than a root is going to be in left subtree, and whatever elements are greater than root are going to be a part of your right subtree. So this is going to be the case, but the thing is, you need to balance the tree. So AVL tree is never skewed. So how can we create AVL tree? Want to know? So let's get started and see how can we create AVL tree. Like, it's so simple, guys. So let's get started and see. So these are the elements using which we need to draw AVL tree. But before that, how can we say if the tree is balanced or not? For that, we have a factor which we call balance factor. And what is balance factor? So balance factor is nothing but number of child or children in your left subtree minus number of child or children in your right subtree. Okay, so yes, let's start drawing the binary search tree, because AVL tree is nothing but balanced binary search tree, isn't it? So let's start. So in first step, okay, so what is the first element? First element is 50, which is supposed to be the root. So fine, in first step 50 is the root, fine. What about 20? 20 is smaller, so 20 is going to be in the left subtree. Okay, and what about 60? Right subtree. Okay, so we inserted 3 elements in the tree. Now check the balance factor. So 20, left child 0, right child 0, balance factor is 0, fine. What about 60? Same, 0. What about 50? Left child 1, right child 1, balance factor 0, 1 minus 1, 0, fine. Okay, now move to the next. So 10, where will 10 be inserted? So 10 will be inserted here. So yes, 10 is going to be in the left subtree of 20. So yes, 10 is here. Now check. So yes, for 10 it's 0, for 60 it's 0, because left is 0, left right both we have 0 children or child, isn't it? Now what about 20? So 20 has 1 left child but 0 right child, so balance factor is 1. It's okay, balance factor should not exceed 1. Okay, it cannot be 2 or anything more than that. So now check for 50. What is the balance factor? So balance factor means number of left children and then number minus number of right children. So in left subtree we have 2 elements, 20 and 10. What about right subtree? We have only 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So we can say our tree is balanced as of now. What is the next element? So next element is 8. Okay, fine. So insert 8 here. Now check. 8, 0, 60, 0. You know the reason. 10, 1, you know the reason. What about 20? So in left subtree it has 2 children or grandchildren, whatever it is. So in left subtree it has 2 elements, so 10 and 8. What about right? It has 0, so balance factor of 20 is now 2, isn't it? So balance factor is equals to 2, but as I already said, balance factor should not exceed 1. It means now we need to balance. Okay, so yes, which type of rotation do we need? See, first child or the direct child is L, that is left child. Second, it is again left child, so LL. Whenever there is a case of LL, we need to move in clockwise direction. Okay, so clockwise means you just need to pull out 20 in clockwise direction. It means 20 will be here. So in next step or in second step, what is going to be your tree, or how your tree will look like? So yes, 50 will remain as it was. 60 same, because we haven't done anything with 60 as of now. But since it's LL, because its child is left, so left child, and then grandchild is also left, so both LL. In this case we need to move in clockwise direction. So 20, when we pull in clockwise direction, it is going to become child of 10, isn't it? So when 20 will become child of 10, then what will happen to 10? So 10 is now child of 50 and 20 is right child. Why right child? Because 20 is greater than 10, and we don't need to do anything with it. So yes, fine. So yes, what about balance factor of everything now? So balance factor of 8, 20 and 60, 0. You know the reason. What about 10? Again 0. Fine. What about 50? So 1, 2 or 1, 2. So whatever be the direction. So left child is left subtree, we are going to have like 2. Why? Because if we follow this path, then 10 and 8. If we follow this path, then 10 and 20. And what about right? We have only 1, so 60. So balance factor is still 1. So we don't need to worry about anything. Last element is 15. So where will 15 be inserted? So 15 will be inserted here, isn't it? Because 15 is greater than 10, so it will be in right side of 10. But 15 is smaller than 20. So here 15 will be here. Okay. So fine. Now what about 8? Balance factor I'm talking about is 0. 15 0, 20 is 1 because left child 1 and no right child. Okay, what about 60? So 60 0. Fine. What about 10? So 1 left child, and what about right child? So 2. So 1 minus 2, so you can say it's minus 1, but yes, we need to take like absolute value, so it's 1. Okay, so it's 1, it's not exceeding 1, so we don't need to do anything as of now. Now check for 50. So 1 2 3, if we follow this path, so 10 20 and 15, so 3. And what about right? We have only one element, that is 60. So balance factor is 3 minus 1, that is 2. So balance factor here is 2. So now we need to balance it, isn't it? So we are going to balance it again. So yeah, see how can we balance? So first we will check for the child. Okay, so 10 is the left child, so we are following this path, isn't it? And then we got this balance factor, isn't it? So fine. What is 10 is its left child, so L will be here. What about 20? 20 is the right child, so LR rotation. And when it comes to LR rotation, it is going to be anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise. Okay, so we don't need to do with anything, we just need to pull 50 in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so what will be our new tree? So let's see. So if 20 will move in this direction, because anti-clockwise is going to be this, then what will happen to the 20 and 10 and other elements? So 20 will be the root. And what about 50? So 50 is its child now. So yes, 50 is going to be here. 60, because 60 is the right child of 50, we are not going to do anything with it. And now what will happen to 10? So 10 is the left child, so it will remain left child. Okay, so we are not going to do anything with 10. And after that, left child is 8 and right child of 10 will be 15. So let's check if it's balanced or not. So see, 20 is the root, 50 and 60 in right side. Fine. 10, 8 and 15 left side, so we can say it's a BST. Now check if it's balanced or not. So balance factor 0, balance factor 0, balance factor 0, balance factor 1, balance factor 0. What about this? 1 2 1 2, so balance factor 0. It means everything is balanced. So now we got our AVL tree. This is nothing but AVL tree. This is what we call AVL tree or balanced binary search tree. So have you understood whatever we discussed in this video? If no, then do let me know in comment section, and I promise I'll reply to each one of your comments. And if you understood whatever I taught, then make sure you share this video with as many people as you can. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon next to it. So yes, that's all for this video, guys. So stay healthy, stay fit. Love you all. This is Aishwarya signing off. Bye bye.